get into this video. We're going to be doing an Lexus rx350 today. She's got a bit of bug schmutz on the front of her. She's got a little bit of dirt and all that. But what we're doing today is we're basically bringing her back to somewhat factory new with a wash and wax exterior, and then the interior is going to be vacuumed and protected with a couple different things. So guys, let's get into this video and let me show you what the vehicle. Alright guys, so here's the Lexus RX350. She's got a little bit of bug schmutz on the front of her. Other than that, she's fairly well maintained and fairly well clean at all times, guys. This is a new customer that I just picked up, so guys, let's give you a walk around of what she looks like. Tires have definitely got some brown blooming on them. Other than that, guys, the silver on this hides a lot of dirt, so let's get into this video and Alright guys, so thank you for joining me on this video. This is going to be an interesting one, guys. It's a Lexus RX350, and we'll go from just showing you what it looked like before the wash to let's get on to the tires. So guys, thank you for joining. Let's get into the tire washing of this. Alright guys, let's get cleaning. Let's do the first part. Yeah, guys, these wheels got some brake dust on them. You can tell by the chemical turning purple when I'm cleaning these. But guys, for the most part, she's pretty well maintained. I'm going to give this rubber one more scrub down before I go to the next step, which is the wheels. So she still has some moving here. Typical Michigan tires, guys. Alright guys, now we're going to protect the rim with some 303 touchless sealant. Let that sit for a second or two. Then we're going to stop. But now, as you guys can see, she's beating up water again, nice and clean, and she'll stay clean longer this time. So guys, let's head on. Alright guys, so now we're going to get into this video. We're going to start with the undercarriage cleaning, and then we're going to do a foam bath. You guys are going to like this. So guys, keep on watching and let's join in on this video. Guys, so now we're jumping into the undercarriage cleaning with the Ryobi undercarriage sprayer. So guys, let's keep on watching and let's keep into this video. Thank you for watching, guys. here we're going to be using what's better known on YouTube as the Keeve nozzle. It's basically a shower head, and we're just going to see what the hydrophobics look like beforehand. As you can see, I'm pointing to the Keeve nozzle on here. There really is no protection on this paint. There's a PPF layer on the front nose. The windshield's kind of flat too, but other than that, guys, there's really no protection on this vehicle. So guys, thank you for watching, and let's keep on going. What you guys can see here that I'm getting ready to use is PNS Bug Off. I mix this basically 3 to 1. This is basically a really good bug pre-spray for the front of the vehicle, the mirrors, and the windshield. It does dissolve the bugs off pretty dang good. You guys will see that there's really not a whole lot of bugs left on this vehicle, but it's actually a really decent product. It's very concentrated, so you can use it mainly 1 to 1 or whatever you guys want to use. So thank you guys for watching. Now we're going to be jumping into the foam rinse foam method, basically brought up and made real by Ivan LaCroix from DIY Detail. So guys, what you're seeing here is the initial foaming stage. The vehicle has already been pre-treated with Super Clean, that is 4 to 1, and the foam cannon, what soap I've got in there is actually chemical, guys, watermelon honeydew or watermelon snow foam. Once this stuff's gone, guys, I won't be getting any more. I don't like the foam output that it makes, so guys, let's keep on going and keep watching this video. Thank you for joining. Alright guys, she's all foamed up. She's in the pre-wash stage right now. Give it about another 5-6 seconds and I'm going to go rinse all this off, guys. Hey guys, as you can see here, we're getting ready to rinse from the top down. This is basically the method I've always used. Basically, rinsing top down allows you to get all the dirt from the top down without having to re-rinse from bottom up. It basically allows you to get a much better clean and a much more efficient rinse off by basically using the water that's coming from the top to help rinse down the vehicle as well. Guys, I love my pressure washer, but I have to hate the type of spray gun I have. It does not have a swivel in the handle. So, guys, in the next year or so, I'm going to be getting a new spray gun for this thing, so it will spray a little better, not tangle up on me. So, guys, thank you for joining. Let's keep on going. So guys, now after that first rinse, now we're on to the second foam. This is actually going to be the washing stage of the foam. Basically, I'm just going to lightly foam the whole vehicle with what's left in the foam cannon. And then we're going to go into the contact wash. The solution that I have actually in the bucket is the Turtle Wax Power, I think it's Power Wash or Power Foam or whatever it is. It's a high alkaline cleaner that gets all the road dirt, grime, and all that off the vehicle. So guys, thank you for joining, and let's keep on going.
Tell me what you thought of the video. I don't really have any after shots because the customer needed to pick up the vehicle before I could get the after shots. So, guys, sorry about that. But if you guys liked the video, hit like. If you guys want to subscribe, please hit subscribe. Also, on top of that, only like 5-10% of you guys are actually subscribed to my channel. The 90% of the others just aren't subscribed. They're just watching the videos without subscribing. So, guys, please subscribe. It helps me and it helps the YouTube algorithm get me more, get some more videos out like this. So, guys, thank you for joining me, and let's finish out this video for you guys. So, like, share, subscribe, do what you want to do, but please join me for the next video.